Okay, now, the fun ramble. I'm part of a socionics community called the 16types.info. Um, and there's a variety of personality theory buffs there, obviously. And the Enneagram is certainly very popular. And what's interesting is that lots of people type me in different ways, with socionics, with Enneagram. It's sort of like I'm just this blank slate, and people can project. I wonder if it's what they expect of the world onto me. For example, one user, because I have a tendency to use the forums just to joke around and be stupid and silly and fun, because, you know, fun is good. I was about to use life is as an argument, but god, I hate that. Um, and one of the users, interestingly, used the posting videos, images, as pointing out to other people what they like, what they would enjoy, when it's just me doing things that make me laugh, and hopefully make other people laugh. Or at the very least, hopefully at least just don't piss them off. And, well, that was the most salient example of socionics. Um, Mostly everything else, all the other various typings, are based on what people see of me, and less... They're sort of less divergent from what I see of me, than that example. And if you're watching, then I'm not criticizing it, it's just something interesting to note, because it links in with... and username Cone, I'm watching you. Personal connection. Because it links into my next point about the Enneagram. As I said in my last video, I've been variously typed as a 3, a 2, well, no, I self-typed as 2, a 3, tentatively typed as someone in the image triad, a 9, a 6, and a 7. That's 5 types. Cool, I actually counted it correctly. I'm not good at counting, but I'm good at maths, go figure. I guess because you can do maths visually. Another story, another time, another world. Yes, I think, the reasoning for 3 was that... pardon me. I get wrapped up in images real easily, like... At school, I'm crazy, vibrant, weirdo, geek, nerd guy who does the Jack Black impersonations and will randomly sing, a quickly parodied version of Holy Diver to you without any provocation whatsoever. I'm not gonna sing it at the moment because I've got a sore throat. And I probably shouldn't be talking so much, but anyway. Actually, I can feel that there. Not a good sign. On the forums, I'm not too sure, actually, why people think I get wrapped up in images. That's sort of interesting, right now, watching my mind move in such a way that, I don't even consciously do it, so it's like, who am I? Or, you know, you could just blame it on me being a crazy teenager. That's, my favorite excuse, at the moment. It's like, everything can just be explained away with that one thing. Although that's a habit, that's a bad habit for me. I explain and describe things, and then that's it. That's it. I don't do anything about them. Um, yeah. But, 9 is interesting because I've been described as cheerily passive. I deliberately avoid getting into fights. I was talking to someone, apparently I did get really angry with another forum member, but I don't even remember that, which is weird. Maybe I'm a 9. Anyway, because I think the main argument was that I'm cheerily passive. I love that term, by the way. Cheerily passive. But yeah, on that, a confusion for me is not that I'm not ecumenical. I don't try to get people to get along with each other, but if there's open anger or hostility around me, then I try to diffuse that, because anger and hostility scares the hell out of me. Yeah, so the way I imagined it is there's this faction, and then there's this faction, and they're fighting. But what the 9 does is gets those factions to, they don't even have, the faction in the most abstract sense, gets those factions to link up and chill out, and maybe not kill each other. Whereas I'll just focus on neutralizing the obvious elements of hostility that are destabilizing my precious environment. And my sense of peace comes from, normally, really external factors. So if there's chaos out there, there's chaos in here. And that's unpleasant for me, so I try to neutralize it. That can, I've experienced this firsthand, that can make me very, almost manipulative, but not, it's not directly trying to take control, it's just I get so panicked, I start Band-Aid, 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 fire bucket, oil spill, everywhere that, people, no, that was my other video, people they're not people that I'm talking to anymore, they're source of panic, source of confusion, source of this thing that I need to get rid of, somehow. I'll just shuffle them around a bit. So it's not very pleasant for the people who experience that, for sure. As for... No, I think I've done that. It's Image Triad, 9, 6. I can't remember what the other types were. But I think 6 is basically right. And of all the types, the guy who typed me as A6 is A6. It's like they have laser vision. But on the downside, I'll save that for my next video. Plus and minus Gul style. I like the idea of that. So, yes, I'll see you floating.